Levy told us that you're one of the team's offensive captains.
Yeah, I mean, it's extremely humbling. The rest of the team voted me up there, so, I mean, ready to attack this season as one of the leaders for the team. And, I mean, I guess it goes to show how hard I've worked this offseason and throughout camp so far. But, I mean, being voted captain doesn't change anything. We still got to come in with the same mentality every day and put our head down and get to work.
What's it like for you to watch Damien emerge as a team starter at running back?
It's been great. I mean, he's been one of the hardest workers all camp in the building, one of the earliest guys here, last ones to leave. He's ready for the opportunity. I know what we've seen from him in preseason and throughout camp so far. Everybody's excited for what he's going to be able to do. So, I mean, we're all fired up for him.
David, some year to have the entire offense, obviously preseason is a limited sample because not everybody plays, but to have everybody out there and be able to really do these things.
It's going to be fun. I think we have a lot to work with, and Pep's mixed a bunch of stuff up, and we're excited to see what we can do. We've all seen it throughout practice, and we've been excited with what we're capable of, and we're ready to go out there and perform it and display it on Sunday.
David, how would you describe Damien's energy, the quote-unquote juice that he brings? It seems like it's every day and it's almost nonstop.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I haven't seen someone recently with that much juice. I mean, maybe the last guy that you could maybe compare him to is Mark Ingram, just kind of when he was here last season, you just feel that same energy and stuff, just how he changes the mood of everybody around him every day. He's always very positive and energetic, and, I mean, he displays that and does the same thing out on the football field when he's making plays, so we're excited to see what he can do.
What have you learned about this team through training camp? Off-season work, you put it with the guys, but in camp, what was the biggest thing that stuck out about this group?
Everyone's bought into what we want to do here. We want to be a winning program, winning franchise, and I mean everyone's bought in to do whatever they can to be a winning program, do what they can to sacrifice and have that person next to them rely on them and do their job. And I mean everyone's really bought into that, so we're excited to go out there and really just go out there and play and have fun winning games together.
Davis, what's the collaboration?
He's looked great so far. Obviously, it's tough to come in here and learn the offense in 1 week, but I mean, what he's done and displayed so far out there, it looks like he's been handling everything extremely well. And I mean, I'm excited when he gets his first opportunity to go out there. I'm excited to see what he can do.
Davis, how cool is this? This is your team. You're opening the season, and you're the guy at quarterback.
It's awesome. I mean, different than last year where I didn't know really what was going to happen at this point last year, but coming in, having a whole offseason to prepare, whole camp, even the practices leading up to this week. It's a great feeling, and I mean, I'm excited to go out there and attack it this weekend.
Davis, what's the collaboration like with you and Pat as now you guys get into the game planning and kind of attacking the Colts and what they do on defense, and also just what you see from them?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of collaboration. Obviously, Pep's at the helm of it. He's went up against Gus Bradley a lot. He coached with him, played against him for years in the same division when he was up in Indy, and Gus was in Jacksonville. So, I mean, a lot of history between the two, and we're really excited to go against that defense. I think we prepared well, and we have a lot of, not tricks that we're going to pull out of a bag, but just a lot of stuff that we think is going to be really efficient out there. And I think once we get on Sunday and we start moving the ball, it's going to be exciting.
Davis, throughout your process over the course of this last year, what aspect do you feel like you've been able to improve the most? What are you most excited to see from yourself this upcoming weekend?
The biggest thing I want to emphasize this season is just quick decision making and protecting the football. If I'm able to spread the ball around efficiently to my playmakers on the edge with protecting it, limiting turnovers, then I think it gives us a chance to win every game, and I'm excited for it.
David, Buddy said that you guys don't shy away from what happened against them last year. How do you look at the games last year? How do you break that down? Do you look back at what happened, or do you just kind of, hey, you got some new pieces? How do you prepare for a week like this, given what happened?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you got to look back at last year. We lost both games. I think it's 31-0 and 31-3. So, I mean, we got to come back and get back, make it feel right again. Go get a win this weekend. But I mean, then you think we got a whole new team over here. They have a new coach, new players, new pieces out there. So you got to look back at last year to kind of get some energy, get some, I wouldn't say revenge game, but just hold a little bit of a grudge so you can go out there and play fast on Sunday, but then treat it like it's a new game because every week's different. It's not going to be the same as it was last year. So I mean, it's old and new at the same time, and I mean,
You mentioned those
ready for it.
You mentioned those scores right off the top of your head there. Are they kind of seared in the back of your mind since last year?
Definitely. I mean, I played in both games. I'm ready to go out and change the outcome this year.
Davis, you talked about the unknown that you went through last year as a rookie. Now, with a sense of stability, how is that actually going to help you with your development in your second year?
I don't think too much changes. Obviously, when you didn't know that you were starting last year, you still have to prepare as the starter. In that term, nothing's changed. I'm still working as hard as I did. You're just in that position this year, so there's a lot more thrown at you and a lot more that you have to do for your teammates so they can count on you. So, I mean, I'm just ready for the opportunity and excited to see what we can do on Sunday.
Last one. All set?
Thanks, guys.
I mean, yeah, we all know, Gilly is a, great player, been playing this game at a high level from the moment he stepped into this league. But, I don't necessarily look at it like that. Look at it as we just going against a great defense with a bunch of guys that can, play ball. And, and that's what we're going to work for today. And that's, we look forward to all the matchups.
Brandon, how anxious are you to see this offense? What you guys have been working on?
Yeah, no.
This is on the field.
I look forward to it. Obviously, there's been a lot of work that's been put in and, continue to be put in. And at the end of the day, just got to go out there and play, and all the things that we've been learning over this summer in this training camp actually, come put it to life.
Brandon, the imprint that have been put on this, what excited are you to see now that preseason obviously you don't show much, but now that it's real?
Yeah.
Just
Obviously, got a lot of respect for Pep and everything that he's been bringing to this offense over the summer in training camp. Preseason is one thing, but like you said, look forward to actually getting out there, actually where it really truly matters, and putting this thing together for sure.
Brandon, what has it been like to watch Damien emerge as
Yeah.
the starter running back?
No, I mean, it's been awesome. The way that he's been coming to work from the moment that he stepped in this building, you can see that he's about his business. He's been running at a high level. And one thing I just continue to tell him, never get comfortable. Always find ways to improve. And I think he took that to heart because you see him go out there every day, and he's working on something.
You seems like team captain. How special is that for you?
It's an honor. Anytime your peers, look at you in that light, it's definitely an honor. I don't take that lightly, and I want to do everything that I can to be able to help lead this team, not just on the field but off the field as well. A lot of respect for the guys voting me that and the other guys, so I'm definitely humbled and honored for sure.
What's your biggest takeaway so far from this rookie class? It seems like you mentioned Damien.
Yeah.
They're all set to contribute. I mean,
Yeah.
This is a pretty good group.
Yeah, one of the things I told a lot of the rookies, especially the ones that obviously being able to contribute right away, is, you're here for a reason. They come from really championship programs, a lot of them. So bring that winning mentality. No matter how young you are, at the end of the day, they know how to win, and that's what we want in this building. Winners, and that's what you see coming from them when they practice and when they go out there and play.
How have you seen Derek evolve from the start of training camp to this point?
I continue to see him get better every day, but really just not thinking so much. Obviously, when you come in as a rookie, there's a lot to learn, but now he's just starting to free up in his own mind and being able to just play the game at a high level like he's used to playing.
Brandon, you're a veteran. You've been around. You've seen what Gus Bradley's defenses look like. What's one thing you've noticed on his time?
One of the big things is obviously, well, you look at Gus Bradley's defense, but you look at the Colts in general, their takeaways. Last year they've been so huge on the takeaways. Every guy is really punching at the ball or trying to make an attempt at the ball, and I think Gus Bradley being able to be in that zone, allows guys to do that, to be able to have the eyes on the ball. They fly around, and they're a well-coached defense. Obviously, Gus has been doing it at a high level as a defensive coordinator for so long, so a lot of respect for what he does on that side of the ball.
As a veteran, do you still get excited for the first game of the season?
No question. It's a blessing to continue to still be playing this game. You don't take that for granted because someday you won't be out there for the first game. And so I love it just as much as I did as a rookie.
Brandon, do you remember your first NFL game?
No question. Versus Atlanta in the old dome. And unfortunately we didn't win, but I remember my first game like it was yesterday.
The excitement levels at an all-time high, but Davis just said, there's a little bit of a grudge given what happened last year with this team. How do you approach that? What happened? I know it's a new group, new mentality, coaches.
Yeah, I mean, you don't forget. You don't forget those type of games, right? And at the end of the day, it's a divisional game. You open up, your opener is against a team that, really embarrassed you last year. You don't forget, but at the same time, you don't let that cloud and grade what you got to get done. You still got to focus on the details. Don't get too carried away on necessarily revenge because that's not ours.
Do you have advice for the rookies for their first game?
My biggest thing is always just try to go out there and, take those deep breaths, really, soak it in, but at the same time, remember why you're here. It's not too big. There's a reason why you're in this locker, but as we all know, naturally, those extra jitters come. You just got to get that first hit or, take that first hit and then keep it pushing. Yeah.
When you said that in your very first game, it was against Atlanta, and you're facing off against Matt Ryan. You know you're on the opposite side of the ball. What is it about his leadership, his maturity, his veteranship that can elevate an offense?
I mean, the biggest thing I think about anytime you play this game for that long, obviously you got incredible leadership skills, especially as a guy that's a quarterback, the guy behind the center. He looks like a leader from afar. Obviously, I never played with him, but he could play this game at a high level, and a lot of respect for what he does and how he goes about his business.
Brandon, your locker is right next to John Metchik's.
Mhm.
When you look up at his picture, and
No question.
does it make you realize that it's about football, but it's also about life?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm just thankful to be able to continue to go. Obviously, he's going through what he's going through, check in on him. But the blessing is just how he sees it. He keeps a smile on his face. And just knowing him just a little bit, I got to know him over this summer. I mean, he's built for it. He's going to come out of this stronger. But I definitely look up at that picture and just, from a thankful attitude that I'm able to still be able to play this game. Because what he's going through is bigger than ball, no question.
We're good. Just, even though you didn't get any preseason reps with him, the chemistry that you've shown with Davis throughout training camp, do you think that's going to help benefit you guys very early?
Absolutely. I mean, that's why, you take practice so serious. The preparation is what it's all about. You win the game during the week, not on Sunday. And, all this work that we've been putting through the spring and the summer and training camp, I think a lot of those reps was really more valuable than just, playing a couple snaps. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one.